It's just you have to understand that there's always immigration risk.
My job as a litigator is to tear apart records and find mistakes.
Yeah, but like, you know, just for me to understand, so and you have to explain it to me.
Our individualism sometimes makes us be resistant to people from the outside, right? When the Irish came here, the Puritans hated them, right? And then the Italians showed up and the Irish hated the Italians. And then we had a strong abolitionist movement in the 1800s, actually even before that. And the Irish and Italians ganged up on African Americans, didn't like them. And I remember in the early 80s, I used to spend a lot of time in South Boston, very big Irish community. And it was right after we had allowed a lot of Vietnamese refugees and Cambodian refugees enter, and a lot of them started to bleed out of, I guess, East Boston and come to South Boston, and all the Irish people hated them, right? People are going to be pissed no matter what. That's a fact of life. That doesn't bother me.
The funny part is that, like, as an immigrant, I think that the United States immigration system and tax system and banking system is better than in my country, Ukraine. Okay, it's like less complicated. Like,
oh, yeah. But that's the argument, right? The argument is it's not as bad as everyone else's, but like that's not my standard, right? That should not be the United States standard. The United States standard, like that is I always, I have this conversation with my son all the time. He's like, well, I'm doing better than X. And I always tell him, like, well, hold on. That isn't where, that's not your stick. That's not what you're competing against yourself. And so the United States needs to compete against itself and say, is this the best that we can be regardless? Is this the best system? And anything. And I just think that an immigration system that rewards the type of people we want in the United States is going to make this country what it needs to be. And we don't have that because we can't even tell people, we can't even answer who do we want here. We don't know. We have no idea.